Sembete, a town within the Oromia special zone of the Amhara region, is still reeling. In June, the villages surrounding it saw 3 days of fighting between Amhara militias, or the Fano, and Oromo militias associated with the Oromo Liberation Army, or the OLA. When VOA visited in August, local officials, security forces and community leaders were meeting at the local government office to discuss how to stop any further violence.
The current conflict happens here because of extremist philosophies spreading. There are forces at work that don't want peace here. The conflict in the area is not new, however. It has been happening for a long time. But the community solved it without outside intervention in the past.
36 kilometers south of Sembete, the town of Shewa Robit has also been experiencing increased violence between ethnic Oromos and ethnic Amharas in recent months. Local officials and residents told VOA the violence is escalating here too. They say it is due to increased OLA propaganda and recruitment. The OLA, which the government has designated as a terrorist group, are militant ethnic Oromos that splintered away in 2018 from the Oromo Liberation Front, a political organisation. The OLA says it seeks more prominence for the region within Ethiopia's federal system.
If one person on the ethnic Oromo side was killed in a dispute, one person from the ethnic Amhara side was killed in retaliation, and that was the end of it. This time it is different, because the OLA has become involved. For the first time, heavy weapons are being used in conflicts too.
Hundreds of ethnic Oromos and ethnic Amharas have been killed in massacres by the Oromo and Amhara militias since the beginning of the year, authorities and activists say. But rights groups say all sides in the conflict are responsible for human rights abuses. The OLA, for its part, blames the violence on ethnic Amhara militias and the federal government. A recent OLA statement said the central government is facing insurmountable pressure from all corners and is now brewing discord to turn communities against each other and create more conflict. The government blamed the OLA for the ongoing conflict. Analysts say the escalating conflict is another threat to the stability of the country and the region. David Del Conte is an independent consultant and an expert on Ethiopia.
Whether the conflict continues in Oromia, the more chances you have to further destabilize the federal government and antagonize relationships between neighboring regional states. And that's bad for Ethiopia. That's bad for the region. And most certainly and foremost, it's really bad for the civilian population.
Del Conte said the federal government's response to the conflict in Tigray threatens peace in the Oromia region. The response in Tigray includes a blockade that has stopped humanitarian aid, banking and telecommunications.
The Oromo population is watching Tigray very closely and how the federal government and other regional states are comporting themselves in Tigray. This will directly affect the relationship that Oromia has with the federal government.
Meanwhile, the violence in Shewa Robit has claimed its latest victim, the town's mayor. On September 1st, the mayor was killed by gunmen as he got out of his car to enter his home. The city's communication bureau told local news. It is unclear who carried out the assassination. Henry Wilkins for VOA News, Shewa Robit, Ethiopia.